This is the busiest street corner in Vero Beach. Over here is a public shopping center behind this Burger King. On this corner is a Target and a lot of big box stores, Best Buy, a lot of restaurants. Over here is Home Depot, and behind that a lot of department stores and restaurants. Over here is Sam's Club and Walmart. So a very busy corner. And let's see if we can cross the street and check some things out. It's about 5 o'clock on November 9th, and let me take a look here at, if I can, while I'm waiting for the light to change. Let me check it out. It's 5 p.m. and it's 75 degrees. So nice day for a walk. I think it got up to about 77 earlier today. All right, here we go. Here's Wells Fargo Bank. This guy here on the left is out here every day. There's Panera Bread. I'm not sure how well we can see with the sun so low in the sky, but on the left, whole bunch of restaurants. Chipotle, Olive Garden, McDonald's, of course, a great Japanese teppanyaki restaurant, Fujiyama. There's a taco place, Chronic Tacos. On this side is Panera Bread. Behind Panera Bread, there's a Target. Bunch of retail outlets, Dollar Tree, I think I'm going to stop here for a minute and rearrange my gear because my phone is pulling down my pants. So I will just stick it, if I can, I will stick it in my backpack so I get the weight off my pants and stops and it stops pulling down my pants. All right, here we go. So this is the main shopping artery in town. All the big box stores. There's a big indoor mall up ahead. Shockingly, it's not popular. People really don't like it. And they don't like people taking photos in there either. I mean, I think it's a nice mall, but these days, a lot of malls just aren't cutting it because people can get better prices by shopping online. So they're trying to fill the mall with different types of stores where it's not so easy to match up. And of course, clothing stores are always better when you can try it on. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I bought shoes online and had them not fit. Subway over here. Big Apple Pizza. Big, a whole bunch of stores over here on the left. There's Olive Garden. Fujiyama's way back there in that shopping center. They got Marshalls and Home Goods. Unfortunately, that Home Depot over there is closing. Which is sad because I like that place. It was handy to be able to go get office supplies. There's a Staples over on the other side of town. And even that Staples has reduced their square footage by about 50%. I mean, it's just too hard to compete with the online providers, I guess. I mean, you can see it real good right here, probably. Office Depot closing. Actually, the sun's almost down, so maybe things will clear up a little bit. There's Lowe's. Chick-fil-A. They're closed on Sundays. Next to them is a mattress place. Vero's famous for mattress stores. They're all over the place. I guess they must be high profit margin. Mattress stores and chicken places. Those seem to be the popular items here. A lot of RVs parked in the parking lot. There's Outback Steakhouse over there. That's pretty new. It was previously located downtown. They get a lot more traffic here though. I mean, if you want to leave Vero Beach by car, you need to go down this road, because the only freeway on-ramp or highway on-ramp, interstate, is up this road. So you don't leave Vero without touching Highway 60. Well, the sun's disappearing behind some trees. I've been squinting all the way here. I guess the lesson to be learned here is don't walk west at sunset. Tires Plus, Bob Evans restaurant. Not a big fan of Bob Evans. But some people love it. I think their big shtick is home cooked meals. I don't know. There's a Go Line bus stop. There's a free bus service at Vero. I'm not sure the route. I think they come about every 45 minutes. And I'm not sure how late they run, but it's a pretty nice benefit for local residents to be able to catch a free bus. It's Wendy's coming up. I guess we can go part of the way here. Boy, a lot of traffic. Trying to get out of there. Okay. Guess we're going to be good to go in a minute. I guess really there's no reason to wait here, but I could probably go. I'm just waiting for that sign to change. There it goes. There's a lot of wilderness right here, a big patch of it. Apparently there was some kind of regulation that they have to leave a certain amount of natural habitat on these developments. But I understand they recently did a deal to where they're going to trade this piece of property with all this natural habitat for some property somewhere else. And they're going to put in some restaurants here. Not sure what yet. But this is just a lot of heavy brush on the main thoroughfare of town. So probably a good thing to relocate this area somewhere else and put in some commerce. I mean, this doesn't do anybody any good. It's fenced off and it's just a lot of wilderness. Yeah, so beautiful. Not. But that's what this place would be like if there wasn't any city. A lot of heavy growth. I think it's swampy in there too. A real mosquito haven. Yeah, definitely some swamp action going on there. Wonder how many steps we've gone. That's calories. $3,800 steps about so far. Yeah, now leasing. Retail restaurant. Let's do it. Here's some more stores. The vitamin shop. Verizon. Starbucks. Not sure what they're doing with this truck here, but they're unloading something. Another mattress store, yay. Mattress market. I don't think they're buying that much coffee at Starbucks. It's got to be somebody else. Then there's GameStop. Haha. Recently their stock got a big upsurge with some market manipulators. Not the normal bunch though. It was some younger people and some internet people put it together and were able to affect the market, which was pretty cool. AT&T. Not the cheapest cell service by any stretch. And they don't let you go. They got every trick in the book to keep you paying even after you cancel. There's T-Mobile. I guess this is mobile phone row here. Here's some more retail outlets. Velocity Fitness 24/7. I wonder what they do. Do they sell exercise bikes, or is that a gym you can use anytime you want? Not really sure, but they got a lot of exercise equipment in there. So this side, opposite of the side we're on, has a lot of houses buried inside there. A lot of these are dirt roads too. You would think coming right off the main artery in town, they wouldn't have all these dirt roads. I mean, it's a little like a third world country almost. Bill's TV just moved. They were here for a long time, probably before the mall. We're coming up to Big Lots. That's kind of a discount place. You get some pretty good deals in there sometimes. And another mattress place. That's 3, and I don't even think I'm counting them all. Mattress Firm. There's Big Lots. Can't believe there's that many people buying mattresses around here. The population of Vero Beach proper, I think, is around 25,000, and then outside the city limits, it's about another 50,000. The official city limits just cut off right in the middle of town, basically, because there's been so much growth. Mattress Firm Clearance Center. Then we got a couple of furniture places up ahead. Rooms to go. And then there's another one. I'm going to turn here and go toward the mall. There's another one like Miami City Furniture or something. Maybe it's just City Furniture. I'm not sure. The Indian River Mall. They don't like photographers. But let's see what's over here. They got a J.C. Penney's. They did have something like 4 or 5 anchor stores. Sears, which went out of business. Macy's, which went out of business. There's Dillard's, which I think is still there. Penny's is still there. Half the mall's been taken over by a church. The table tennis club used to be in there, but they moved to the outlet mall where there's more traffic and easier access for players coming from out of town. Vero Social Club over here. Looks like some stores that are available. Here's Big Lots from this angle. It's a pretty good sized store. I think I'll cut across their parking lot. There's a big movie theater in here, I think like 24 theaters or something. Nowadays, a lot of movies are on HBO Max. But the pandemic really put a damper on the people attending movies in person. But it's a good sized mall. In the summer, sometimes that's a good place to go walking. It's good, it's large, and it's air conditioned. So I hope they don't go out of business. I mean, it's good size. But as you can see, there's not a whole lot of cars. It's just not popular. I mean, online on the Facebook group, I mean, people hate it. They're like just like insulting this place constantly about how bad it is. I mean, if they want to have a mall in this town, maybe they should support it. So that's one end. I mean, I like the mall. I think it's a pretty nice facility. And it's good size. And the prices aren't even that expensive. I mean, you could open a store here for cheap. I mean, a lot of malls are charging 10 grand a month. This place you can get in for a lot less than that. More like 1 grand. Now you can see, let's walk over there. There's one of the famous Vero Turtles on the outside of this place. It got very faded, sun faded, so they turned it around because its stomach wasn't facing the sun. But I like these turtles. I got a photo project on Facebook where I shot photos of all the publicly observable turtles in town. "5,000 steps. Sometimes on these walks, what's going on here? Oh, I got a well done for 5,000 steps on my Fitbit, which is a very important piece of equipment for walking, so you know how far you're going and how well you're doing. So this is the turtle. Looks good on the belly side, which they have facing out now. If we walk around it, you can see that it's quite faded. I like it though. I mean, I'd buy it from them if they don't want it. It's good size, about maybe 5.5, 6 feet tall. Around maybe 2005, the Mental Health Association put these turtles all over town. There was something like 60 or 70 of them. And they were around town for maybe 3 months. And then there was a big auction, and they sold them off to some of the well-heeled folks around here. This nice restaurant here has been closed for a long time. Too bad. I mean, like 10 years. It's probably got rats in there now. But getting back to the turtles, they were sold off and people missed them so much that they created 15 more turtles that they put at various places around town. And the people that bought them did so with the agreement that it had to be displayed publicly. And this turtle outside the mall here is one of them. They have to do maintenance to them and clean them up. I mean, they really need to get that artist or one of the other artists over here to redo this turtle, because I think they're really cool. Sears. It's a big empty building. I mean, Sears is just one of those places that wasn't able to compete with the online sellers. I mean, their prices were higher. I mean, really the only benefit was that you could get it today if they have it in stock, as opposed to having to wait. That's really one of the advantages that malls have over online stores, is that you can get it today, right now. Amazon's pretty good. In some cities, they can get it to you same day. Even here, out here in the boonies, they can get it here pretty fast. This is a pretty long walk. This is gonna, hope I have enough juice to do the whole walk. We'll see. And I actually walked quite a ways to get to our starting point, which was the busiest intersection in Vero. But yeah, this mall is not very active. So this Sears is out of business. It's like the mall's split in half. The west side has all the businesses, or most of the businesses, and the right side is the empty Sears store, and that church has pretty much taken over the whole side of the mall. I haven't been in there in a while, since the table tennis club moved. Yeah, here's the rest of the mall. I mean, it's pretty good size. This is Macy's, what was the former Macy's, I should say. I think these stores own these big box sections by themselves, so it's not up to the mall to rent these places out. The Macy's and Sears need to do it. And I don't know, I mean, it seems to me someone would be glad to take over these places. Maybe something like IKEA. Love to see an IKEA here, because you have to drive either to Orlando or like Fort Lauderdale. So that would be the kind of store that would bring people in from miles around. But they do everything they can to keep Vero from growing. They really want to keep it a small town. They had a chance to get there's going to be a high-speed train coming through here pretty soon, in a year or two, that goes from West Palm to the airport in Orlando. And they're talking about making a few stops along the way. On some are going to be express, where they go non-stop, but on others they're going to have some stops to service these communities in between. And Vero had a chance to get the stop here, and they blew it. And they were happy that they blew it. So I think it's going to end up in Fort Pierce, which is about 20 miles south. So the trains will slow down sometimes in Fort Pierce. They're going to be barreling through here at nearly 100 miles an hour. And you know, that's dangerous. There are going to be fatalities. I'm not a big fan of bullet trains going through the center of any town. Especially ours. So this is this side of the mall, the completely abandoned side. I guess we could call it the ruins of the mall now. The church is on the other side. They're pretty active. In fact, they're real active. They're basically the ones keeping the mall afloat, I think. Here's a gym, shoe carnival. You get some good deals on shoes in there. I like that place. So we're doubling back now. Just taking a different route so you can see something else. Ross Dressed for Less. They have a lot of closeouts and oddball things. But you can get some good deals in there. Still got juice. Actually, it's not juice that might run out, it's this SD card. I think it only takes about a half an hour of footage before it gets full. And we got a ways to go. So I'm not sure if it's going to last all the way back to our starting point. But if it doesn't, you already know what's in here. Here's a nail salon. Firehouse subs. They've been here for a long time. As you can see, there's a lot more cars over here. So this is where everyone shops. I mean, the mall's like a deserted ghost town for whatever reason. This is a sporting goods store. Got a lot of cool stuff in there. Let's see what else we got. Best Buy. One of the good secrets about Best Buy is price matching. If you find a good deal online, and Best Buy has the same thing, they'll match the online price. I do that all the time when I get stuff. And that's really the way you compete. If they've got it, you can get it for the same price, and you can get it now. Bed Bath & Beyond. Michael's, that's an art supply place coming up. Still recording. Here's Lowe's, big hardware store. A lot of hardware stores here. There's Lowe's on this side, Home Depot across the street, Harbor Freight across the street the other way, and then Sam's Club and Walmart, which also sell a ton of tools. So no shortage of tools in this neighborhood. Free air. There you go. Who said nothing's free? Wheelbarrows. They have a hot dog stand out here during the day. People sit at these tables and eat. $2.50 for a dog, $7.50 for Polish sausage or a brat. Hamburgers are $5, Philly cheesesteak $9. Then they got some combo deals. If you go over to Sam's Club Sam's Club across the street, you can get a big hot dog or a big slice of pizza for cheap. I mean big, just one, they'll fill you up. And they're like $2. They've automated their order takers out of business. Now you have to do the deal on what looks like a ready teller. Put your money in, or I guess your card, and like a ready teller, then you press your order. Then they call you up at the window. So they got maybe 1 or 2 workers in there doing the cooking and one person calling the numbers and passing out the food. I haven't been in McDonald's for a long time, but I've heard they do something similar over there. So I'm making sure that my camera is not facing downwards like it was on our Royal Palm Point walk. I'm gonna have to go back and redo that one now. You can still watch it on Old Man Walking, my YouTube channel, if you just want to hear my brilliant commentary. And then you can watch a lot of shots of the bottom of buildings and my feet. Here comes the soon-to-be defunct Office Depot, the defunct depot, which is too bad. But, you know, if you can buy a computer cheaper online, or some of these big purchases, phones, all that stuff, if you can get a better deal, I mean, this place really doesn't have a reason to exist. I mean, businesses need paper and supplies and things, but apparently they can't sustain on just that. Last 5 days, it says. Wow. Too bad. They don't do the copy machines in there at all anymore. $6,800 steps. I made one big long walk down at the beach before today, and I'm not sure how far it was because I didn't have my Fitbit yet. That was the first walk that I posted on YouTube. I did about a quarter of that walk in the sand, which was rough. It's hard to walk in the sand compared to like on a sidewalk. But I might have overdone it on this walk. This is longer than I thought it was going to be. So it's getting a little dark now. It's 5:48, so we've actually been going about maybe like 48 minutes. I wonder how much space we have in our little SD card here. Well, actually, it's not the SD card. Well, we'll see. Maybe we can get all the way back. We're not that far now. We just need to get past this Target. It's a dollar store. You want to know where to get wrapping paper? It's the dollar store. Forget all these other places. Target, Sam's Club, Walmart, forget them. Dollar store. It's $1. Another nails and waxing place. This is Xfinity, the cable company. And we're coming up on Target. I'm just going to cut across here. Massage Envy. I didn't know that place was there. We might make it. There's the corner, I can see the lights. So this is a little bit of a tour of the main shopping artery of Vero Beach. What's that guy, an ice cream man? Panera Bread. There was another Panera Bread downtown. It's still there. This is the second one in Vero. $5.51. I mean, this is still going. This is a good walk. I mean, one of the reasons it's lasting is I'm only going 30 frames a second instead of 50 or 60 or whatever this camera does, which creates like a way larger file and I think takes more juice too. All right. Boy, a lot of cars trying to drive through Panera Bread. I don't even know what they sell. I guess sandwiches? I don't know. I wonder if that activist guy is still out here. He's out here every day. Waving his sign at cars. Whoa. Yeah, it looks like he split. So we're coming up on the busiest intersection in town. Where we started the walk and where we're gonna end the video, if it's still running. I don't even know. But thanks for coming with me. This was a good one and a long one. Oh man. Walgreens and CVS on these two corners. Burger King over there. So, just waiting for this light to change. Well, I guess this is getting boring, so I'll shut it down. Thanks again for coming with me, and keep checking back my Old Man Walking channel. And we'll see what other fun walks we can do around Vero Beach. Good night.